What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. The hair that I'm using today is from Beauty Forever. I am using 3 bundles of their 22-inch body wave hair, and then I also have a frontal. I've never done a quick weave frontal, so this is a first. I did have to pluck and bleach the knots myself, just an FYI, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so before y'all try to come for me in the comments, I am well aware that my hair looks crazy. Thank you. It needs to be washed. But I'm just using my edge booster and I'm slicking back my edges. Look, I've been going through it. So I'm trying to slick back my edges and I'm just using this sheer stocking cap because this is a frontal quick weave and I need the front of my hair to be done like a frontal. Something I did differently though is I used the thicker stocking cap and not like the sheer one. Even though I have seen people use the sheer one, I just personally didn't use it this time because I wanted to use the thicker one since I was going to be gluing tracks to the back. But the sheer, like thinner ones may work just as well. You may have to double it up. I don't know. I've never used that before. But yeah, so anyways, I'm just using my Got To Be Free spray to lay down the front of my stocking cap just like I would a regular frontal install. So after that, I'm just using my protective shield and I'm putting it all over the rest of my cap. Typically I use the black protective shield, but I didn't know it came in clear, so I'm using the clear one. Honestly, I don't notice the difference between the two. They both work equally as well. But I also just take my Got To Be Free spray in conjunction with the protective shield, and it helps make my cap hard, so that when I lay down the tracks, the glue doesn't seep through. So now I'm just showing you all the hair that comes with the bundles. You get quite a bit, good amount. So now I'm just laying down a couple of tracks in the back. So I've seen this done a couple ways. Like some people start with laying down the tracks first. Some people start with doing the frontal first. I just decided to start with laying down the tracks a little bit in the back first, just so that when I cut the cap, it wouldn't slip, if that makes sense, because the tracks would kind of like hold it down. So right now I'm just like measuring the hair from side to side. I cut it and then I put glue on it. And I'm just laying it on my tracks, just like how you would do with a normal quick weave install. And then after I made it through like a little bit past my ear, now I'm going to cut off the cap because I felt like it wasn't going to slip off. Now maybe it won't slip if I had like just done the frontal first, but I don't know. This is my first time doing a frontal install and I didn't want to take no chances. So yeah, I'm just cutting off the cap now. Now I'm just taking my cream makeup from Ruby Kisses. I got this makeup from Amazon and I'm just putting it all over the front of my wig cap like I would with a normal frontal install. I just want to make the wig cap blend more and match my natural like scalp and face a little bit better. Okay, so here the only thing that I did was I laid the frontal like down on the front. I didn't glue it down or anything yet, but I laid it down so that I can cut it to where it needs to be cut before I glue it, because this is like I think it's like a 13x4 frontal. If not, I'll have the correction on the screen, but it was kind of too long for me, so I'm just adjusting it so it fits around my ears. So I had to cut, basically I'm cutting off the ear tabs like you would do with a regular wig. But it was just kind of tricky because it wasn't quite glued down yet at all, actually. So I was trying to like measure and cut without it slipping and sliding. So that was a little hard for me. If your hairline is a little different than mine, like I have long sideburns, so that's why I have to cut it right there because I wouldn't be able to put glue there. But if you don't have that problem, you should be able to just glue it down as normal. The glue that I'm using is from Erica J. This is the Erica J glue. And I think I did like 3 or 4 layers of glue. And I'm just going to lay down the front of my hair per usual. So after I put on the edge band, I'm peeling the frontal forward, and the edge band is kind of like holding it in place along with the glue. But now I'm going to put on my regular hair glue around like the thick portion of the frontal, trying not to get it on the lace so that it doesn't like seep through and look crazy, but it's kind of hard when you can't see. I'm sure there's a better technique. This is all I could come up with. It was like 12:30 at night and I'm tired. So this is all I got. The glue was on there and it stuck. That's all that mattered. So after I put the glue on, I'm just gonna like flip it back and press it onto the cap so that it sticks. And you can also go through like with a blow dryer if you're worried about it like slipping at all. Apply like a little bit of heat and it should be fine. So the rest of this part is easy. I'm basically just filling in the gaps until I get to the top of the frontal. So now by this time I'm on bundle number 2 and I am just measuring the track. Well, I measured the track from side to side and then I cut it and then I put the glue back on it and I'm using my fingers to like feel where I put the last track and I'm just working my way up. Um, yeah, like if you're worried about like not being able to see the back of your head, honestly, you're not going to be able to see. I mean, you can use a handheld mirror and there's like tricks that you can do to see the back of your head, but I just use my fingers to feel where the last track was and I put my tracks um like a fingertips width apart. Most times, now I was getting a little bit lazy. I ain't finna lie to you. When I got towards the top, and so my parting space got a little bit bigger because I was tired. But if you want a fuller look, put them close together and it'll be full. But yeah, so I finally made my way to the top of my head, and I was so happy because your girl was tired. Okay, like I had started working on my hair at 10 o'clock at night, and by the time I got done with this part, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I was ready to go to bed. So the last thing that I'm just going to do is take well right now is take my fabric cutting scissors. I like these because they have the little zigzags in it, so when you cut the lace it doesn't cut like in a straight line, it cuts it zigzag so it looks a little bit better. And I'm just going to cut off the rest of this lace, and that is all I am doing for tonight because like I said, I'm tired and I'm finna go to bed. Okay, so clearly, as you can see, it is the next day. I am well rested and I am ready to tackle the rest of this hair. So, when I took out my hair yesterday, like when I took it down from the clip, I thought it looked really cute on the side, like doing a side part. So, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and go with the side part. So that's what I'm doing. So, I'm just parting out my hair. And then I'm going to go in with my wax stick and my hot comb just to make everything flat at the top because you can see it's real bumpy right now and we got to flatten that out. So one thing I will say is that this frontal is pretty thick. Like it is a good amount of hair on it. So if you're trying to flatten it out, like with the hot comb, part it into like really small sections, which is what I did. I just didn't show all that on camera because I am not finna show myself parting my hair 10 different times. You get the point. So after I parted it, now I'm gonna get ready to do my baby hairs on the sides. So I just parted out two small sections with my comb, and then I went in and cut it and curled it with my mini curling iron, and I used my Eco Style gel to swoop it into place because I like that firm hold for my edges. Sometimes I go for a soft look, sometimes I go for a firm hold, but with this look I want to go for a firmer hold, so that is what I'm doing. So now I'm just going to throw some wand curls in here real quick because I felt like it was going to look really cute with the side part as opposed to just like keeping it straight. One thing I like about this hair is that it curls very quickly and it also holds a curl. I curled my hair, this was like the morning time, and I went out to like a park for like hours and was like outside and my curls stayed. I was like, okay girl, your curls better stay. So I like that this hair can hold a curl. And I didn't even spray hairspray or anything on it, and I was thinking about it, but yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my entire head. So now I'm just going to take off the wig band and behold this masterpiece. Um, I'm just going to take a little bit more of my wax stick though and my freeze spray and kind of just use my hot comb along the parting areas just to get everything looking how I want. I don't know what you call it. It's like making like this little under bump thing so that your side swoops how you want to. I wish I knew the technical terms for it. I don't. I just see people do it and it works like when you style hair. So that is what I'm doing. So now I'm just figuring out my curls. I didn't want to brush them out or anything. And then I am going to cut just a little bit of layers on each side because it makes the hair look fuller and it helps my curls fall how I want them. Yeah, so only thing I do is I just grab like small sections of hair and I cut away from my face, and then I'm just going in with my concealer and then also some of my powder makeup just to blend the lace in the front. And that's it. This was really quick and easy, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. All the information will be in the description box below. Adios till next time.